Okay, Mr. Damini, we are glad to have you back. I think there's
All
network
right.
glitch. Just have
Yeah, there is
to
network. There is network
just need.
only in government house.
Okay. Okay, so you were talking about how you had to leave Bayelsa due to what are those differences you could cite in terms of environment and opportunities available over there?
Okay. First of all, don't get me wrong. Uh,
Okay.
Bayelsa, Bayelsa wasn't the cause of my predicament in business. Now it might contribute a little because of the environment and the economy, but life happens to people, so you can't just put the whole blame on Bayelsa. Bayelsa is a nice place, but then again, there are things. The only issue we have leadership issue. Is almost everywhere, but it's actually a nice place. Although, but now coming to Abuja, Abuja is like Abuja is like New York City. Okay, it's a land of opportunity. If only you can see it. If only you can dream it. If only you can see it, that's Abuja for you. It's a place where there are more of people willing to buy than people that are ready to sell. So if you know this gap, if you understand what I mean, you know that okay, you can create anything, and there are people that will be willing to patronize you. So I came to Abuja, and you have to like take a lot of decisions in your life. First thing I did was to cut myself off from any communication with people from Bayelsa, even my own family members. And stayed down to my grind. I went off social media for 7 months. Yeah, I did that. I went off social media for 7 months. I cut off my family, like I blocked everybody from reaching out to me. I didn't even link up with anything. No fornication and everything. It's not spiritual, but that's just it. You understand? So I focused on my grind 7 months, and I got my breakthrough. Like my very first breakthrough. I got it in 7 months coming to Abuja. Now that was because I was working extra hours. Like I was hustling like morning till night till morning till night till daybreak till morning till night. I put in everything into it. You understand? So I'm not saying that when you come to Abuja, you're going to succeed in 7 months. No, it might take you 2 years, it might take you 5 years, you might not even succeed. It might take you 1 week, it might take you 1 month. But I'm only telling you based on my own because I was dedicated, I was consistent with what I was doing. I put in everything I had, and I held strong to my belief and God. And that was it. That was how I got my first breakthrough. And we are still pushing harder. We are just looking at growing and growing and growing up, and stuff like that. But I'm going to say that you will not compare Abuja to Bayelsa in any way. When it comes to environment, when it comes to the economy, when it comes to the business, is Abuja is way, way, way beyond Bayelsa in any way. You can't compare anything. You can't compare. So if you are in this town and you know what you are doing, you understand that you need to cut your coat according to your size. There are a lot of opportunities for you to strive on and succeed.
Okay, so thank you so much. So talking about Web3, what can you tell us about Web3 or what is Web3 all about, sir?
Okay, Web3 is basically the third generation of the internet, of the world, of the computer. So I know you guys most people are familiar with 4G, 5G, 6G. You must have heard about 6G is coming, 2G like that. So it's a phase. So right now we are in Web3, like we are getting into the Web3. It goes beyond just communication. Let me explain. So Web3 is the first generation of computer where you just go online, you see a single page where you go to the internet and you read things like a newspaper. There is no chatting, no nothing. And then Web2 came in where you have to communicate, like you chat with people. You can send messages, you can send voice note and stuff like that. That's Web2. And then we come the banking where there is a bank, there's a central bank, there is commercial banks, and then there are micro